What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Remember that little thing I did? You can send in whatever question you want answered on this. This one comes from CJ Smith, periodization for bodybuilding. I've seen a ton of videos that mention periodization for straight sets and lower up ranges, but I've not seen any for higher volume training and also utilizing intensity techniques such as drop sets, rest pause, etc. I'm new to the higher volume training, so I'm a little ignorant on how it works. Thanks, CJ Smith. CJ, here's the thing. You want to periodize everything. Now, higher volume training doesn't mean you always have to go light. You can do higher volume training with low reps and heavy weight. For example, today on deadlifts, I did high volume. I did 10 sets, but I only did 3 reps, so I was able to go heavier than if I did 8 to 10 reps. Now, I would recommend you do heavy, moderate, and light weeks. Now, how you split that up is pretty much up to you, but one way to periodize, as far as drop sets, rest pause, and all that, is based on your recovery ability. Me, if I do too much rest pause, too many drop sets, I tend to get pretty worn out, drained because of my high volume, and I don't recover as well, and my life suffers. Being that I just don't feel right during the day, I feel run down, I feel lackadaisical, and that's not a good thing. Now, periodization, when you're dealing with powerlifting, for example, you do lower weight, higher reps, and then you go down same way. So periodization is periodization is periodization. Even if you're doing high volume training, you don't necessarily always want to do high volume. So you could periodize with high reps, lower weight, but a lot of volume, and more sets. Then you can do less sets with lower weight and higher reps. Now, how you would do that, there's a lot of different ways. One thing I like to do is the climbing method. This is one thing I did in something like the VPO 10 or even the Core Forward, where you go up every week. Let's say you start at 80 pounds, you go up 10 pounds every time you train overhead press. Once you get up to 225, you can't get 3 reps. You can back down again. So you can back down to below where you start to basically a little bit higher than where you started last time and maybe go for more reps. See what I'm saying? So if you did 85 for 3, and you work your way up to, let's say, 135 for 3, and that's your stick point, go back down to 85, but this time do 5, and then go up by 10 pounds a week with 5 reps. So either way, you're increasing your overload, but you're giving your body that rest time. One thing I find I need to periodize is because my joints start to hurt. If I go too heavy too frequently, it's not necessarily for me a nervous system thing, and not necessarily for me a strength thing. It is a joint thing. So I need to periodize to make sure that my body still works. Regardless, there's many ways to do it. There's a couple. As far as rest pause drop sets, I would do that for no more than two workouts a week for 1 movement. I would not go hell crazy on those because, again, this is a marathon, not a sprint. However, if you do something like Dorian Yates's program, which is based on going beyond failure every workout, he only trains 4 days a week with lower volume, so you have plenty of rest. You can't combine high intensity or high weight and high volume. You can't do both. You either have super high weight and high intensity and lower volume, or you have higher volume and lower intensity, lower weight. You still can go hard, you still can fuck shit up, but at the end of the day, you can't go beyond failure every set like Dorian did. You just won't recover. I don't care who you are, you're not gonna recover. I don't care what you're taking. I don't care if you inject growth hormone into your goddamn rectum, you're not gonna recover. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Link down below, ask your question here. This shirt available at TigerFitness.com. Buy it, and of course, buy MTS Way. That's not a game.